Overlap is it's all about dragging and then um, following through, and in this follow through the overlap happens. I remember we talked about that idea of doing a, a character bouncing. So let's say my character is going from here, oh, and then up, more here, and then up, and then starting to go down, and then like midway, and then yeah, and then back down, and starting to go up. So probably, so there you go, like the overlap, and hopefully that's a little bit more clear in your guys' mind as than it was in the first time we talked about. So when the character is going up, we're gonna drag its parts. Let's say it's a hair, because we made a the example we made was with an octopus. So let's do a hair here now. Maybe like a hair like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like add a little bit of solid drawing here as well. Let's do that guy in the middle. So up and then go down and then yeah, come. So as the character is going up, the hair is gonna be dragged down, right? Overlap is all about these contraries. So if it's going left, you can drag the stuff to the right. If you're going up, you're gonna drag the stuff to down. And if it's going like that way, you can do your drag like that way. So it's not just about like up and down or like right and left, but it's like a how like the actual direction. And we're gonna see in this class if it's going like that way, how can we do that overlap? So up until this point, we talked about up and down, and then maybe like right and left. And we're gonna start talking about say the character wants to go like that way. So okay, hair character is going up, and hair is going. It's being dragged down. Character it's still going up. So the hair is still being dragged here. Now, when the character starts to go down, the hair is gonna start to overlap or to follow through, right? So my hair is going up now in this point. Then when the character is going down, my hair is gonna like keep following through. Oh, maybe that's too much. And now as it's going down, let's do one more here. And I mean, obviously timing here is just like it's not really a thing now. It's just like for the sake of demonstrating the drag and overlap. So let's say the character goes a little bit more here. So the hair now is like being like completely dragged. Uh, Now pointing up as the character is going down, right? And as the character gets to this point, the hair is still being dragged and then starts to move up. Then the hair starts to uh, follow through. And then we can basically like complete the loop. Oh, right? So that's that's like overlap on a nutshell, really. It's if you drag and you consider like the moment where your character is changing direction, and in this moment you start like following through with the shape that was being dragged, and then as the character is completely in a new direction, then the direction of the drag will also change. So it's you always like delays a little bit the the action, and that's what causes the idea of the overlap. And we can do that. I'm doing like up and down, but we can do that like right and left, and like say like right and left. It could be like ears flopping or like a tail, but the principle is the same. You always like drag and then you overlap. Now, when I was doing that, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I wasn't just uh, overlapping the hair by making the hair going up. I was say like this frame here is an important one because I'm overlapping thinking about the arc of like this tip here. And this tip here is starting to describe this S curve because my character is going down and then this is going up, but it's going up on a very fluid way, describing an S curve. And as I do that, my S curve continues here, and that's the arc that I'm describing now in this movement. And then my S continues here, and then as I am back here, I'm kind of like back on my straight-ish line. It still has a little bit of a curve, but it's mostly straight. And then here, the same thing starts to happen again.